The grand imperial fleet of the Helios Empire materialized above Earth's atmosphere in perfect formation, 200 warships arranged in the ancient symbol of conquest. Admiral Dorn stood on the command deck of the flagship, his six-fingered hands clasped behind his back as he gazed upon the blue planet. "Primitive," he muttered. "Yet another world to add to our collection." Earth had only achieved faster-than-light travel 3 decades prior, mere infants in the galactic community. The standard protocol was clear: demand tribute, establish dominance, then slowly drain the planet of resources while appearing benevolent. It had worked for 10,000 years across 17 galactic arms. "Send the standard message," Dorn ordered. "Give them 1 planetary rotation to respond." The transmission was broadcast globally in all Earth languages. Submit 20% of all resources annually, or face immediate military action. The Helios Empire never bluffed. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, in a facility unknown to most of humanity, Director Marcus Adams reviewed the Imperial demands with the World Defense Council. "We've been preparing for this day," he said, his weathered face illuminated by holographic displays. "Project Threshold is ready." General Rivera shook her head. "It's untested. We don't know." "What we do know," Marcus interrupted, "is that conventional weapons can't touch their shields. Intelligence suggests their technology hasn't fundamentally changed in millennia. They've grown complacent." President Liang nodded slowly. "How long do you need?" 6 hours to power up. Another 2 to calibrate. You have 8 hours. After that, I must give them an answer." Admiral Dorn was growing impatient. These humans are either calculating a response or preparing some pitiful defense. His second-in-command, Commander Vell, approached with a concerned expression. "Admiral, our sensors are detecting unusual energy readings from the northern continent. Weapons? Unknown, sir. It doesn't match any known energy signature in our records." Dorn waved dismissively. "All primitive species attempt resistance. Prepare the demonstration strike on their Antarctic research stations. Minimal casualties, maximum impact." In the facility beneath the mountains, scientists and military personnel worked frantically around a massive circular platform. Cables thicker than a human torso fed into the structure from all sides, connecting to power sources drawing energy from the Earth's core. "Quantum alignment at 93%, announced Dr. Thorne, her fingers dancing across multiple interfaces. "Dimensional coordinates locked." Marcus stood at the main control station watching progress bars fill. "They don't understand what humanity is," he said quietly. "We didn't spread across Earth by being compliant." The room rumbled as massive capacitors channeled power into the platform. Where other species had developed faster ships and stronger weapons, humans had gone sideways, quite literally. Project Threshold was the culmination of humanity's desperate research into alternate dimensions. "Admiral, the humans are requesting to deliver their response via video transmission," reported Vella. Dorn straightened his ceremonial collar. "Put them through. Let's hear their surrender." The holographic display showed a single human male, standing in what appeared to be a control room of some kind. "Admiral Dorn of the Helios Empire," Marcus began, "we've received your demand for tribute." "And you will comply," Dorn stated flatly. Marcus smiled. "Actually, we have a counteroffer. The people of Earth have prepared a gift to demonstrate our unique capabilities." Dorn leaned forward. This was unusual. Most species simply begged for mercy or made empty threats. "Transmitting coordinates now," Marcus continued. "Please observe closely." On the Imperial flagship's observation deck, Dorn and his commanders watched as a point in space 2,000 kilometers from their fleet began to shimmer. "What is this?" Dorn demanded. The shimmer expanded into a swirling vortex of impossible colors. Sensor operators shouted readings in confusion as space itself seemed to fold inward. "It's some kind of spatial anomaly," Vell reported, his voice uncertain. "But artificial controlled." The rift stabilized at 1 kilometer in diameter. For several moments nothing happened. Then something emerged. It wasn't a ship, at least not by any conventional definition. It was a leviathan of gleaming metal and pulsing energy, stretching nearly 5 kilometers in length. Its hull bore markings that hurt the eyes to look upon, symbols from a reality with different physical laws. Impossible, whispered Dorn. They couldn't have. His words were cut short as more objects emerged from the rift. Not ships, but machines. Drones. Hundreds, then thousands of them, swarming outward in perfect coordination. Back on Earth, Marcus spoke into the still open channel. Admiral, what you're witnessing is our alliance with what we call the Cascade Collective. They exist in a neighboring dimension where physics operates differently. The drones surrounded the Imperial fleet but made no aggressive moves. Discovered their realm 30 years ago, Marcus continued. While you were watching us develop primitive FTL drives, we were establishing diplomatic relations across dimensional boundaries. Dorn's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of extreme stress in his species. This is deception, no primitive world could. A new figure appeared in the transmission, clearly not human. Its form shifted constantly as though reality couldn't quite contain it. Greetings, Helios Empire, it said, its voice somehow simultaneously melodious and grating. We are the Cascade. Terra is under our protection. They have shared their art, music, and philosophy with us. In exchange, we provide deterrence. The drones around the Imperial fleet pulsed with energy that defied the fleet's sensors. You have 1 hour to depart this system, the Cascade entity stated. You will register Terra as a sovereign, protected world in your records. You will not return. After the Imperial fleet retreated, leaving behind only automated monitoring satellites at the system's edge, Marcus stood before the World Defense Council. We bought time, he said. The Empire will return eventually, but they'll be cautious. They'll study us first, try to understand what they're dealing with. President Liang nodded. And the rift? Stable. The Cascade entities seem genuinely interested in cultural exchange. They find us fascinating. General Rivera laughed without humor. An empire that conquered thousands of worlds is afraid of us because we made friends in high places. No, Marcus corrected. They're afraid because we did what no other species had done. We looked beyond conventional solutions. When presented with an overwhelming force, we didn't build bigger guns or faster ships. He gazed at the monitor showing the still swirling rift. We opened a door to something they can't understand. That's what humans do. We don't just think outside the box. We find entirely new boxes. The Empire had demanded tribute. Terra had opened a rift instead, and the galaxy would never be the same.